Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Gone! Over!
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet. So I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun. Goff. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
They'll set up a throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Al Landry. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 1st down, it's gone. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Sean Robinson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Goff now looking to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gun!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Patriot! All right, now, look at 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are in for 6. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's go! Blue Lightning!
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Goff now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Goff now on second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw is Goff. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set! 319! 319!
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
There he goes inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. That's caught inside the 20. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kids.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Gone. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken right around the 44. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set. 250. Double right. Hey, 22. Hey, go here.
Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Robinson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Third and long. It's gone. And the pressure gets to him again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Set, 280. Go here.
Now a first down throw. Stafford buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Set, 280. 22. Hey, 22.
On second and 10, Stafford. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. On first down, gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12. Out of the gun. Gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Throwing again is gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. It's complete to Graham. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Goff in the offense with a first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now it's gone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost great.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Again, Goff.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Set. Lady. Hey, go. Jumbo. Hey, tag 58 here. Tag 58.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
White. Set. Blue 60. All right, here we go.
To throw again. Stafford. Being chased out left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Good. Tag 53. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now Goff on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. Here's Walton, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again, it's Stafford. Steps away to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone,
looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set! Lady! Hey, give me that. I need it. If you count right there.
Throwing here, Stafford. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Forced out to it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Drill right, 22.
Stafford going to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Attack 50, left. Hey, go here.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Dancing to his left. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And that one results in 35 yards. Back to throw, Goff. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the two-point conversion. One last throw here for Goff. Flush to his right. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Detroit, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year.